out the new bucket mouth brand frog. Gonna see how this guy does. So bank fishing for bass using a frog is, cover a lot of water. Everything just looks good, but cover a lot of water, and honestly just take your time too at the same time. Too many people fish fast. You kind of just want to take your time. You don't want to reel in your frog too fat. Oh, this is not good. Oh my gosh, dude, look how big this bullfrog is. Oh gosh, yikes. I didn't even think he had it. Well, this confirms that the hookup ratio for this frog seems pretty good. I mean, it collapses pretty easily. Usually when I catch a bullfrog like this and like they're eating my frog, that tells me the water temp is still good to throw a frog. So just a little tip, tip guys, when you see bullfrog like this eating your frog, that means it's still time to throw that frog. Don't put it away just because it's full. And yeah, this guy's in a world of hurt. Yes, they are slimy, but I don't mind touching them. Buddy, go catch a real meal, okay? Yeah, he's actually crying because he's in pain. Okay. Jesus. I guess that's how you start off a fishing trip, with a bullfrog. Cannibalism at its finest. I like to squeeze my frog often because I don't want a lot of water and then that frog just sinks. I like for my frog to be as buoyant as possible. Also, so when they suck it under these thick cheese mat, there's not so much water in the frog that it doesn't compress. But yeah, folks, don't get lazy and, just keep throwing your frog. Always squeeze the water out. It's going to increase your hookup ratio. Now, covering water with the frog, I'm creating all these track lines so they're like about 1.5 feet, 2 feet apart from each other, and just covering this mat. A lot of people will just do 1, 2, 3 and they'll leave, but I mean, I feel like there might be a fish here, so I'm just gonna cover this whole entire mat. And if there is a fish, it'll show itself. One of the best ways to fish in an area like this is definitely with the frog, hands down. And just cover a lot of water, just like how if you were throwing a crankbait or chatterbait, swim bait. This is like the perfect method to covering water with a frog on a lot of vegetation like this. It's just keep covering. Now the thing is, I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna get a bite from these smaller floating vegetation or if I'm gonna get bit on the thicker vegetation, which is that cheese. So right now I'm trying to figure that out. And then once I get bit from either one of the cover, then I'll just know, okay, I can eliminate a lot of water and I can just stick to the areas that I feel like are gonna have the fish in that specific type of cover. I missed one right there. I don't know if you guys seen that, but I just missed one right there. So now I have a pretty good idea where these fish are at. They're not really shallow yet. They're still making their way in. And it seems like they're preferring that softer vegetation, that mat. Now that guy was a small one. I want to say 1.5 pounds, maybe pushing 2 pounds. But that first missed blow up just gave me a good idea of where these fish are setting up. That's all I need. Sometimes that's all you really need, is that first missed bite, whether you get the bite or not. Sometimes that's all you need. to figure out these fish, what they're doing, where they're staging, and stuff like that. Now, if I was on my yak, I'll position myself and I would have punched out there instead. But you know, I have a general idea where these fish are at, so let's see if I can capitalize all that. Now, sometimes that's usually not the case too, so just gotta let these fish tell you. Yep, there we go. This is a big one, guys. This is a big one. You gotta stay down, you gotta stay down. There we go. I don't think he's that big, but it's a nice little frog bass. Yep, there we go. Look at this chunker on the bucket mouth frog. He just came up and swiped at it. Because the first time I saw him, he blew up on my line. And then I was like, I know he's still in the area. Let me get that salad out of your throat. Man, this is a beautiful little guy. Look at that. Oh, he's been eating real fat. Let's get the release on this guy. Notice how I didn't walk over there and start fishing that mat. When they're up shallow like this, you just want to do nice long casts all the way out. You don't even want to be close over there. I mean, just look how shallow that guy was. If I would have walked over there, I would have spooked that fish. He would have heard the vibrations of my footsteps and he would have just swam off. So bank fishing like this, out on the delta, you see a good looking piece of cover like this, you just want to do nice long casts. Don't even go over there. Let your rod and your reel do the work for you. Always remember that, folks. That's why you invest a lot of money into your setup. So that your rod and your reel can do mostly all the work for you. There we go. It's a nice little frog bass. All right, little dude. Thank you for the bite. Alrighty, guys and gals, that's it. Man, today was a grind. I think what made the bite so tough was just, you know, constant boat traffic. I mean, that's easy. That can easily shut off a bite. And you know, I just worked through it, worked with whatever I had, and you know, I just try to do the best I can. And you know, this is the reality of bank fishing out here on the California Delta. The thing is, you have to remember is you're not coming out here looking for a lot of bites. If you search online or you look up the internet, you look at other people's YouTube and you know, you see them catching a lot of fish, well, you gotta imagine they're on boat and they can cover a whole lot of more water. But as a bait fisherman, you have to work with, you know, what's in front of you basically, and you know, this is all that's in front of me. So, you know, I'm just trying to capitalize on a big bite. Every time I'm out here bait fishing, if I can't get more than, I'll say 3 bass, I'm just trying to look for that one big bite. You know, it could be a 5+ pounder. That's all I'm looking for. And if that's the only fish I catch the whole entire day, hey, I'll be pretty happy as a bait fisherman out here. So as always, guys, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next fishing session. Laters.